Today is dimmer switch day. Had a lot of questions in the comments of the videos about all these LED light fixtures that I've been installing. People are trying out dimmer switches and it's causing their light fixtures to flicker. These dimmer switches are specifically designed for LEDs and CFLs. They cost $22 each. I'm going to put them in right here and we're going to test them out and you'll get to see firsthand how they work on an LED light fixture. One thing to note about these is they are for single pole switches or three-ways, and I think they just come this way. I didn't see any just single pole dimmers that were meant for the LEDs. The only problem I can see is that these are quite large, and these old boxes in older houses, they're usually metal boxes. They don't have much room.
Swivel screwdriver.
The power is on in here. I never shut the power off. It's a waste of time. Time is money. You may choose to do that, and I won't say anything about it. Let me give you a close-up of what everything looks like in here. There was a lot of comments on the ceiling fan video of people that didn't believe me that this box is grounded via conduit running through the walls. And it is. I can see the conduit connectors right in there. So yes, actually, as you can see, there's no other wires in there. Just two hots. Black in, white out. No grounds. Looks like they sent it down on the white. So there you go, 122 between the top and the box. Nothing there. You flip the switch on, lights on. Now the bottom one also show 122. So I'm going to flip the switch off. This top one is the one I gotta keep an eye on. Even though I could lick my fingers and grab that and nothing will happen. Maybe I'll get Handy Andy to demonstrate that for you someday. Now, the ground on this just goes to the aluminum body of the switch. Next thing I'm going to do is screw all these screws in because I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use the little stab connectors. Now I got three contact points because this is also can be used as a three-way. I'm going to make sure the switch is off, dimmer's off. I'm going to put the hot into this copper colored one. I will provide a link for the this dimmer switch. Okay, nothing. There we go. Oh, that's nice. It's so smooth too. All right, I'll show you what I'm doing. Now this is the light fixture. You guys should remember this room. I've got it dimmed down pretty good right now. It's definitely not nearly as bright as it is at full power. So I'm going down, going down. It's getting darker. It's all the way down dimmed and there's no flickering. Now the camera is adjusted. Now when I put this all the way up to full brightness, the camera, it'll get real bright in the camera and then it'll start to get darker, and that's the auto white balance on the camera. I'll show you what that looks like. See how it kind of dims back down? But point you right back over here. You can see the switch is still hanging out of the wall. Dimmer down. And dimmer up. The box. The housing of these. Housing of the switch. The housing switch is pretty here. Now these little around here, these things, I can push it a lot. Probably just get them off. Make sure it's probably it's fine. No need to. You know, I'm going to work that dimmer again for you. That's the white balance adjusting on the camera there. Go halfway. Not a perfect. Up and down, up and down. So now this is the room that had the ceiling fan in it. Pop this one off and see if there's anything different in the wiring in here that we can all learn from. Ain't no time to be going to find a damn breaker. Time is money. Wires are a little shorter in this one, but still manageable. So I use this tool a lot when I'm just trying to find which one's hot or not, or if there's power, but the batteries are dead as a doornail on this one. So I've been using my multimeter, 124 on the top one, nothing on the bottom one. Once you switch the switch to turn the light on, the bottom and the top have 120, 124. So we'll turn that off, and I'll keep my eye on the top one. Probably had to save these switches, they don't look too old. Back when I was an electrician, if they caught me using the screws, I'd get in trouble. Why? Because that costs too much time. Now on 20 amp circuits, when you have 12 gauge wires, obviously you have to use the screws. But on 14 gauge lighting circuits, you are forbidden to use the screws. Even on 15 amp, 14 gauge, outlet circuits. Do not get caught using the screws. Here's the light, trying to give you an idea what it looks like with the light off. Dimmer's fully on. This is just me turning the light on. That's full power. Dimmer slowly coming down. No flickering. Dimmer all the way down. Dimmer all the way up. Off. On. Down. Up. Side to side. Pretty simple jobs there. Shh, shh. It's a great way to make some money installing LED light fixtures and dimmer switches. A lot of people were asking how much I was charging. I do my market research, I figure out what the competition is doing, and I come in or around that. I was at $105, and that included the price of the dimmer switch, which were $22 each. The light fixtures were $50 each, so there's 4 light fixtures and 4 dimmer switches. You can do the math. People are reporting that they're having trouble dimming their LED lights. They didn't give too many details if they're just LED light bulbs or LED light fixtures. But the combination that I used with these fixtures and the dimmer switches worked amazing. Very smooth, going up and down the slider. No glitching or flickering. Links to both the dimmer switch and the light fixtures and light bulbs, because there was another light fixture that had dimmable LED light bulbs in it that I also put a dimmer switch on in this house. So I'll put a link to those light bulbs that worked with this dimmer switch also. So this is a dimmer switch for the 4 LED lights that I have in here. It's in the video called How to Do Rough Electric. It's much different than your standard residential dimmer switch. It looks the same, but it doesn't function the same. Because you can't just dim the power to the lights. These 3 here, what the heck do these do? This is an option to be a 3-way. So I won't be using one of these. Be power in, power out for the actual, that part. Then there's these 2 little low voltage wires on the bottom. Now I'll have to run some 18 gauge 2 wire to each one of these lights, and there is an output or an input on these lights for that 18 gauge wire. Then it will come back to the switch is at the door, and I'll be able to dim the sun, and I won't have to wear handy Andy shades in here. I hope that gave you guys some valuable information for your time as far as dimming LED light fixtures in your home. Again, the links to the ones that I know work, light bulbs, light fixtures, and dimmer switches, will be in the description. Those of you who are still here, got another question for you. I've been posting these shorter handyman videos. Is anybody getting bored of those? Do you want to see a remodel video yet? Leave a comment below what you want to see next. I could go on and on and on with handyman videos till the cows come home. Or I can get into the remodel. I know a lot of people were burnt out on the last bathroom remodel, and we're not watching anymore because it just went on and on. The next bathroom remodel that's already been recorded and moves a little faster because it's a newer house and there wasn't as much involved. Someone made a joke that, are you going to start boarding up windows? Are these millennials going to start having you close up their windows? The answer is yes. I've got an upcoming video where I board up 2 windows and match the plaster for the inside and match the siding for the outside. So if you want to get rid of a window for any reason, stay tuned. I got a video on that.